my friend James Gray, who's a director, was doing like a documentary, shooting some footage on John and June. And Gladiator to come out. And for some reason, James called me one day, said, do you want to meet Johnny Cash? And I said, sure, And he said, well, he's in town, staying at a relative's house or a friend or something, and they want to come by. So I went over to have dinner with James and Johnny and June and his friend or family member. And I remembered that he was very shaky. And he told me how much he liked Gladiator and that he seemed to, the impression was that he seemed to really like my character versus the character I think most people, liked, which was Russell Crowe's character, who they wanted to emulate. He seemed to really appreciate my character. And we were having dinner, and he seemed almost shy in some ways. And
He was.
Yeah, he's just, and he is such a big, strong guy, right? But he seemed shy, and he was frail. He was shaky. He's really shaky. And he said at some, we finished dinner, and he said, should I play some songs? And I was like, no, you don't have to. I felt like I thought that maybe he felt like he had to do that.
Yeah.
But I don't think he did feel that way. I think that it's something that he, really loved and really loved doing it with June.
Yeah.
And we went into this other room. We're sitting there, and he's, quite shaky. And I thought, I was so uncomfortable for him. I was like, this is just so painful. And then he picked up the guitar and like literally it stopped. His body was perfect. Like literally the shaking stopped and he's just strumming. And he's kind of looking down, and then June comes over and sits down. He's just strumming, and he just looks up at her. And it was like one of those fucking moments that you can't deny.
Yeah.
There was an incredibly powerful energy in the room. Something came in there and changed everybody in that moment. And he looked at her, and they started singing On the Banks of the River Jordan. Is that the song? It's like a beautiful, like spiritual. And it was jaw-dropping. The impact of that, and again, is so rich in feeling and history and his own creativity, his purpose, and his shared creativity with June was just fucking unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I remember just being shocked by that. I'd never witnessed anything like that. And it was a really powerful moment. And at the time, I did not know that I would be playing him or there was even going to be a movie about him. And I don't think it was that long after. I mean, I think it was maybe a year later or something that James Mangold, the writer-director, just sent me the script called Cash at the time. And I think it was just like offered it to me.